Hey, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the time is where you're catching this. Hopefully, I'm just hoping that it's still Monday, put it that way. So, what I have called this is Monday Moves. Why have I called this Monday Moves? Because I believe that we all have a way that we do whatever it is that we do. You know, I'm the author of Surviving Tough Times. So, people have been literally asking me, what is it that I do? Now, someone might look and say, she does absolutely nothing. Someone else might look and say, wow, what is it that she really does? So, what I came on to say was that everybody needs to make a certain adjustment on a Monday so that by the time you get to Wednesday, you'll have exactly what you need to push yourself all the way to Friday. Now, I know that some people think, well, the pandemic happened and I don't really go to work anymore, so it's a little bit different for me. But then the question really is, what do you do during the day while you're sitting in the crib? Because that means that you have no other thing to do. So, what have we started to do? So, on Monday, some people went to church. So if you went to church on Sunday, you maybe got a message. If you got a message in a word that should be able to take you all the way through, then you want to be able to take yourself all the way through. Now, if you are not a person that got a word, then something had to hold you. If not, this is why we're here. Because you have to look at what happened in your life. You have to look at how it was last week and then how it is today. And then make the conscious decision to say that, well, everything is good and everything is perfect. So if that's the case, then where are you on the spectrum of what it is that you should be doing next? Yes, that's the thing. We all have a next. Sometimes I even get caught up in the fact that I used to just exist in the everyday. I existed in the now. It's good to exist in the now, but the question is when you're ready to go, where are you going? Are you planning? Do you have a plan? Has it already been established for you that this is where you're going to go? Or are you kind of thinking that this is where you want to go? Yeah. It got real to me the other day when I was I don't know what I was doing. I was studying. Oh, I was studying and I heard the quote about well, it wasn't so much a quote, but it was more of a concept of I think it was Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar is the one that says it about the specific, be meaningful specific, and not like a wanderer. Oh yeah. Well, I have to get on that. Matter of fact, I'll make sure that I get the exact ones of it because it was profound. Because I thought about it and I said, wow, there's a lot of things that I know that I do, and that I know that I do them with people because I process a lot of stuff with people. But how many people do you know that is really processing your stuff and not taking your stuff and actually going and manifesting yourself on the other side of the spectrum? So, Monday move number one, don't do it. If it's yours, go and get it, make it yours, do what you're supposed to do to make it yours, and just go ahead and do it. Everybody else gonna try, but they can't do it like you gonna do it. So you might as well just go ahead and do it, right? Two, don't stop. Whatever they do, whatever they say, the people are going to make it seem as if nobody's even watching you because of the fact that they want to watch and see if you're doing it anyway. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Trust me when I tell you that somebody's watching you, because if you don't believe that there's somebody's watching you, you should know that somebody's watching you, because keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Why? Because someone is paying attention to you from the other side. Somebody's paying attention to you from the other side of the mountain, but they're waiting on you and your faith to move it. Do you see the difference? So it's kind of like they're sitting on a mountain, but they know that you have the ability to move the mountain. But if you haven't tapped into your ability, then they know that they can sit on that mountain and ride that mountain. And this is why you have to understand that no, not anymore. Not anymore. We have some power that's inside of us that some people don't know how to channel. And I would like to help you channel it. How do you help me channel it, Adrian? I have actually conversation with you and then listen to you talk, and you are the ones that pull it out of you. Because when you pull it out of you, then it becomes yours. If I give it to you, then it's just something that I gave you. But if you can actually manifest it in your own mind, then that means that if you manifest it in your own mind, it's almost like if you believe it, you can achieve it. So you can, if you believe it, and if you receive it, what is it? If you believe it and achieve it, you can receive it. That's what it is. But I mean, even in the manner of, if this is what you want, if this is how you manifest it, then go ahead and make the move. This is what you do with money. You make your mind up to say, okay, by Wednesday, I know that this is going to be kind of in the works, because not even kind of in the works, it's either already done or it should be almost about to be done. Why? Because you made the move on Monday. You said that I was going to do it on Monday. So now we're going to start doing weekly plans. It's the easiest way that I can think of to figure it out, because at one time or another, I was just wandering around, not figuring out any of it. So now if I make a plan, you got to make a realistic plan. Realistic. I ain't talking about you're going to save the world in a week, but you are going to make the plan to do what you need to do to make it through. And so that by the time you get to Wednesday, you'll be ready for Wednesday. And then Wednesday will come. And then before you know it, you push it. Then you're trying to understand it before 2-3 weeks happen. And you're doing this. Now you're into a routine of things. You know how they say 2021, 2021, right? You work on your 2021, and it almost kind of seems like it becomes something different. It's weird. Am I the only person that gets to like 20 and wants to jump back? But you can't jump back. In order for you to completely and go forward, in order for you to complete the test, because you do know that you will not go forward until you actually complete the task at hand. That's what a lot of people have not understood yet. Like, it took me some time to get it, but every time you see it, it might look a little bit different, but it's the same situation. It's the same people in different factors, but it's the same personalities in the same situation. And then you have to continuously ask yourself why. The reason is because we have not really gone all the way through it and actually passed the test. We might have actually gone through the moments, but we've actually failed the test because we still are making the choice to do something other than ourselves. It's all a process, but the point of it is that the surviving tough times is all about, so that you don't have to do it by yourself. So that when you go into Amazon or wherever you want to get your copy, you got your copy and you filled in your thoughts. The second that you have your book and your thoughts in it, now you know that's a complete thought. Now the day that I said something about you can't you can't stop being God's instrument, and you just wanted to have a day where you don't want to be the instrument of God. You might not even understood what that meant. Sometimes I tell people all the time, you might be the only God that anybody they might see. So how are you seeing them? How are you treating them? What are they getting from you? Are they being able to come back to you? Do they want to know who you are? Do they want to know about what you are? Like, these are the things that we have to start to just come together with. I don't really care about your title, because your title doesn't matter at the end of the day, because if you're nasty, you're nasty. If you are the God that we need to be seeing, then we need to see that God in you. Please. The children are looking for us. I don't know how much I can stress this, that what we are doing right now is only for our children. I know that there's so many people that have so many ideas of how they feel about today. And it's not even important, because at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, you're talking about yourself, but think about the babies. You're not even thinking about the baby. We wouldn't even have a conversation the way we're having conversation if we were thinking about the babies. You can't have a conversation in the day talking black and white, but then you look at the children and all our children are black and white. So who are we talking to? Who are you saying that this is not right or this is wrong and we need to fix this and we need to do that? How many times are we going to be able to get caught up in a language, like it's a discourse, because we're living one way, but we speak another. How does that work? We live one way, but we speak another. Like, so it's like you speak real good, but you don't speak to people. You speak of good, but you ignore people. It's almost as if to say, what are you speaking good on, or how is your good being spoken? Because I can understand how you could do both. You can't really have both and be like, okay with it. Yeah, it's a Monday move. Yeah, make sure that whatever you decide to do today, you said that by Friday, it's going to be this. It's going to be completed by this. It's going to be moved on to this or multiplied to this, or whatever the case may be. We together need to come up with some stuff. Why? Because surviving tough times is serious. And contrary to popular demand, a lot of us is not even surviving. A lot of us is just making it. And it's time to survive. It's time to live this thing out in freedom. It's time to live this thing out and go on and get what it is that you're supposed to be getting. Go on and take back what was supposed to be rightfully yours. And this is how we're supposed to be able to live this thing. So I'm asking you, if you are with me, hey, come on in, take a seat. Because what we're going to do is Monday Move. Now, tomorrow is the Zoom class. So tomorrow, if you are in the area and you are free at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time, I ask you and I invite you to make sure that you join the Zoom. Because trust me, that's where it all begins. It's your thoughts, my thoughts, and tomorrow we're actually doing something different. We're doing a little celebration. My mentee's birthday is tomorrow. My mentor's birthday is tomorrow. Now, I'm not sure if he'll have enough time to actually come on and grace the present, but I also know that there's something going on um, in, I would say, in the Muslim things, like point of things, um, or attributes, or I don't even know how to say it, but I know that we're studying up on it. I'm looking into it because tomorrow we're actually going to celebrate. I kind of got a little gist of what it was, so now I really, really want to understand it. So if you know a little bit more, I invite you to come out tomorrow because that's what we want to do. I want to celebrate the fact that we can do this thing together, regardless of how you look at it, regardless of which way you want to. And I mean, we need to want to do it together. Excuse me. Did I say that wrong? Did I say that wrong? Because you might have thought that I was saying something that wasn't really there. No, what I'm saying is that we need to want to do this together. Because remember, it's not about us. It's about our children. And it ain't about our children just in our houses. It's our children in the playroom. Remember, I told you that. Like, I'm the epitome of you and your children at the Walmart or whatever, and you leave them in the waiting area, like that little kiddie section where the kids play, and shout out to the parents who are leaving their kids because no one's leaving their children. And I understand that we're not doing it, but however, that's the kind of stuff that we need to start to take back. That's the kind of stuff that we need to demand that it is. No, I'm not going to mind my damn business because you look like you're too close to that kid. Do you know them? Like we need to start being those people. I'm sorry. That's the way that happens. That I don't believe that we should cower in the corner. I believe that we should come out and be stern and know that God is going to cover us because this is what we need to be doing. The same way the universe is reversed is changing itself and fixing itself. It's time for us to fix some stuff too. Would you agree? I'm just saying, this is Monday, so I'll talk to y'all later. Um, but yeah, make sure you go get your book, Surviving Tough Times, on your mark, get set, go. Don't forget, matter of fact, you can put some. I don't want you to do it that way because it's not confidential. I want you to know. I want to know if there's kids affiliated with you that want to speak, that want to talk, that want to come on the platform, that want to actually work some things out and put some brains on the thoughts of what we need to be doing. Um, I'm asking the children to show up. I'm asking the kids. I want to see where the kids go because the kids give me so much. So if they can give me all that it is that I believe that they can, the children will heal the world real fast. Look, quick, fast, and in a hurry. So without further ado, I guess I will bid you a good day because I have to get ready for class in a second. Um, But yeah, no, it's Monday. You gotta kind of make your mind up and say, all right, this is what's gonna happen. If you got the word, like I said, it was good. If you didn't get a word, then maybe you need to go find a word because somewhere down the line, if you don't have a word, you need a mentor. Somewhere down the line, you need to be having something to focus on so you can get from Monday to Friday. And then, like I said, Wednesday is your check day. And it's not the day to give up, it's the day to actually check in, sink down, and go to the next. All right. So I believe that this is going to be fun because what we're going to do is I'm going to start doing it every day. Why not? I'm going to actually work on doing what it is that we're supposed to be doing. Why? Because I realize that it's not about me surviving my tough time without letting you know how you can survive yours too. So trust me. And it's been a tough time. But one thing I know I have done is I have survived it. I'm still surviving. I'm standing up on top of it and I'm still smiling. Refuse to let it go, and nobody can tell you any other different. All right. So the best thing I can tell you is I'll see you tomorrow. Sometimes, don't forget though, at 3 o'clock we're gonna do the surviving tough times on Zoom. But I don't know. It's like a challenge, but it's not really a challenge. But I wanted to be a challenge. So maybe if we really do lives and y'all start to comment and communicate with me, then I can actually learn how to do what I need to do, and that's like talk, read, and everything else. Because y'all know I only got one eye. I'm gonna keep playing with the girl. Don't keep playing with the girl. Right. She show up and everything. She be right where she need to be, but she only got one daggone eye. So y'all know that. So she need help. So come on in, take a seat, and help a sister out if you can. You know, what I mean? That's the best thing I can tell you. But for Monday, go on and make that move and make that move good and make that move. Listen, whatever you do it with grace. Do it with everything that you're supposed to be doing it because, like I said, if you are the only God that somebody sees, then damn it, they deserve to let that they deserve. See that light right there? See that? Like there's a light that's like right there. That's like there's a light right there. See that? That's what people want. That's what people need to see. So on your Monday move, there you go, right there. If you got light, show it to them. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Make sure that before you do anything, you shine that light. You let them see that light. And guess what happens? You know how they say that everything in the dark must come in the light. Trust me, when you start walking around with the light and stuff, you start realizing that the people that got dirt don't want to be around you. Why? Because you make their dirt illuminate. You bring their dirt to the surface. And then once you bring dirt to the surface, that means people either going to have to muck in the dirt or they're going to have to get rid of it. And that's when lives change. So that was your Monday move. I guess I'll talk to y'all later. And maybe later on tonight. I'm trying. You put it in the chat. And then what they say, all right, y'all have a good one.